Carya Golf Club on Turkey's Mediterranean coast is the first classic heathland style course in the country. What inspired you to design that sort of course?
Well, Ross and I first went to the site in 2005 when we were in a competition to actually win the design, up against some pretty good competition. And one thing we were pretty strong on after our first visit to site is that we wanted to create a heathland style course. The reason was that there was sandy ridges and sandy dunes, there was pine trees, and there was heathland already found on site. So whenever we go to a project, we try and use the local landscape and enhance that and make that better and make that part of the golf course.
But isn't that type of course mostly associated with Surrey and the courses around London, the Sunningdales of this world that have got plenty of heather? So there was heather on this site, was there?
Yes, certainly. There was a lot of heather on site, and like Surrey, there was sandy hills and pine trees. So it was a very similar type of environment that we were working in.
Plus, I was in Surrey anyway, so we're very familiar with the Surrey landscape, so it felt quite at home in Turkey.
So how are you creating this heathland course?
Well, we're creating bunkers and we're creating greens and tees like normal, but what we're using is the heather in the landscape and the environment to punctuate these features, very similar to what you see at the great heathland courses. And through a heavy propagation program that we instigated a year and a half ago, the local nursery people and farmers have come in, and we're taking cuttings from the on-site heather and propagating that and expanding on that through glass houses. In fact, we've got 6 glass houses on site.
So you've built these on site especially
Yes.
to grow all the heather?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a team of 20 people working on the heather. This is one part of the project.
Yeah, I mean it's quite amazing actually that the heather propagation is a project in itself, and sure it hasn't been easy. If we just had gone and done a traditional or a normal golf course that you see down there, it would have been very easy compared to what we're doing. I mean, building the golf course is actually the easy part. This heather propagation is a new thing. It's quite funny now that a lot of the existing courses are starting to talk about bringing heather in. But this is the way we think. We like to test ourselves. We like to come up with different ideas, and we like to stand out from the crowd.
And this is in quite a busy golfing area, or a growing golfing area. There's a strip of courses along the coast at Belek, is that right?
This is part of about 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
The government master planned this whole strip. There's 10 golf course projects and perhaps 30 hotels designated from the strip of, say, 15 kilometres of coast. And it's been a great success story. And our course the site is called G10. It was the last of the 10 projects. So with 14 courses there, now we're the last one. There's a couple others being built at the moment, but we're the last one. So we had the benefit of hindsight, I guess, and that's been to our great advantage. Plus, our site is generous because it really was designated for 27 originally. So as a 18-hole course, we have space, we have some beautiful vegetation, and we think we stand out because the other courses are more of a resort style, more just wall-to-wall turf.
So what sort of experience can the golfer expect when they come to play at Carya?
Well, I'll experience a Turkish heathland, and we're setting a new character really. You've got to understand that the London heathland courses are quite old and well established. This heathland program will be ongoing. We would need millions of plants to do a full heathland course. So we've started that process, and hopefully it'll continue.
Yeah, exactly. This is a long-term project as well, and our clients are very understanding and very supportive. As Ross said, we've had international consultants of heathland golf courses come in and help us out, but also the person who'll be looking after the golf course in the future, a Turkish greenkeeper, is coming over and learning about the heathland courses as well. So it's a very embracing ideal that they've taken on board, which has been great and very trustworthy of them on us as well.
We're delighted that our client has given us the opportunity to do this. It would have been easy to say, no, it's too risky, let's not try this new thing. But the client has been unbelievably supportive in this. I mean, they also have shared that ambition to stand out amongst the crowd because it's in a competitive marketplace. This whole strip is in the European winter. It's a very popular place to go and play golf.
And we think it's going to be a very strategic golf course, which is makes golf fantastically interesting.